After Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, Fazbear Entertainment was no longer a corporate entity. So how did they come back bigger and better than ever and manage to build the Mega Pizzaplex? In this video, I'm going to explain how exactly we went from this,
Fazbear Entertainment is no longer a corporate entity,
to this, in an era of the timeline I like to call the Fazbear Renaissance. Let's begin. First, we need to explain who exactly is running Fazbear Entertainment Incorporated after FNaF 6, which is actually directly explained to us in the Storyteller. Fazbear Entertainment Inc., now an LLC/limited liability company as we see in Security Breach, is now made up of wealthy people wanting to make a quick buck and gain more money off of a popular brand. There's no man behind the curtain like Mrs. Afton. It's literally just greedy snobs who couldn't care less about safety and are only concerned about making more money. After they purchase Fazbear Entertainment, or more accurately Fazbear Enterprises, which is the parent company that owns Fazbear Entertainment and probably Afton Robotics too, the snobs in charge come up with an intricate yet very immoral step-by-step plan to revive the company. Step 1 of their plan is to release a series of indie games based on the real events that happened in Fazbear's past, which is exactly what we read about in Help Wanted, the story, not the game, although partially in the game, but more so the story. Fazbear Entertainment gets in contact with and hires indie game developer Steve Snodgrass to create 4 games for them, although Steve only gets through the first 3 and then halfway through the 4th one. These games are the Five Nights at Freddy's games we have and have played in real life, but just because they're in-universe games doesn't mean the information presented in them is inaccurate or wrong. In fact, Fazbear Entertainment supplied Steve with all the real info of what happened, the murders, the bites, all of it, which is what we see in the first 4 FNaF games in real life. Even though they're presented in universe games, all of the info is still true and accurate. Now, I mentioned earlier that Steve only got through the first 3 games, and then half of the 4th one. That's because he died before he could finish the 4th. However, we know that FNaF 4, Sister Location, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, and Ultimate Custom Night are all also in-universe games, thanks to the Night Terrors levels in Help Wanted, as well as the Nightmare animatronics in Curse of Dreadbear, the Funtime Foxy and Ennard levels in Help Wanted, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator just straight up gets name-dropped in the Monty Within, and one of the arcade cabinets in Security Breach directly references Rockstar Freddy's mechanic in UCN. So, since all 4 of these games are also in-universe FNaF games, and since Steve died before he could have the chance to make them, it's likely that Fazbear Entertainment found another indie game developer to make them. But Fazbear Entertainment would pretend that it's still Steve making the games though, since in Help Wanted, Hand Unit makes it seem like all of the games came from one man.
The majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic.
And we're shown a picture of Scott Cawthon, the parallel for Steve Snodgrass. Plus, it's easier to place all of the blame on a dead guy. Once the FNaF games are released to the public, they become insanely popular, just like in real life, and result in the public associating Fazbear Entertainment with all the negative information present in the games, just as Fazbear Entertainment planned. Now, they're ready to move into the next phase of their plan, discrediting those games. See, the entire reason Fazbear Entertainment had the FNaF games made in the first place was so that they could discredit the past. Rumors about missing children or animatronic bites would still persist if Fazbear Entertainment had just tried to come back normally, so they had to play off those rumors as just that, rumors. Working with Silver Parasol Games, and then another unnamed company after the whole Jeremy incident, Fazbear Entertainment develops the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience, an in-universe VR game that attempts to discredit the FNaF games by recreating them in VR to show how ludicrous they really are. According to Fazbear, the games, and the rumors/stories in them, were made by a complete lunatic, Steve, and they apparently tarnished the good name of Fazbear Entertainment. This VR game, according to them, is made to poke fun at and discredit Steve's games. In reality, the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience is an elaborate cover-up designed to gaslight the public into believing Fazbear Entertainment is innocent. Surely Fazbear Entertainment isn't involved with any missing kids like I saw in that one game. They said so themselves in their VR game. And what do you know? Their gaslighting works. Once the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience releases, it's a mega hit, and Fazbear Entertainment has regained the public's trust. The game brings in a huge profit, and Fazbear Entertainment capitalizes on the success of the game by releasing a DLC and also by porting the game on several different platforms, like mobile, as we see in Security Breach. Using all the money gathered from the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience, and now that the public believes the company to be innocent, Fazbear Entertainment moves on to the 3rd and final step of their plan to come back, opening a ton of new Freddy Fazbear and Sir Circus Baby locations, as well as a distribution center, all of which we read about in Fazbear Frights. Some of the new locations opened include Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, obviously, as we see in Step Closer, but also Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and Games, like we see in Hide and Seek, and even Circus Baby's Pizza World, like we see in Dance With Me. The Fazbear Entertainment distribution center is where toys and animatronics get stored before they're shipped out to these new locations. And it's also the place where William Afton explodes, and his and Andrew's agony infects all of the objects. Now, other than a few deaths here and there, the new locations are a success, and grow Fazbear Entertainment's already massive empire. In fact, it's grown to a point where Fazbear Entertainment is able to build their biggest project ever, Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, as well as several other smaller pizzaplexes, as we learn exist from Tales. Once the Mega Pizzaplex is opened, it's a hit. Kind of. See, despite their popularity, there are still people who remember the past, and do believe Fazbear Entertainment is guilty of everything seen in the FNaF games. Because of this, and also the constant renovations to the building, the Mega Pizzaplex is losing money. Fazbear Entertainment tries to cut corners, firing all their human staff and replacing them with robots, who don't need to be paid, but even this isn't enough. The building is still losing money, and soon after, the place gets ruined and destroyed by the Tangle, although I'm sure if it wasn't destroyed by the Tangle, the Mega Pizzaplex would have just been considered completely unprofitable, and Fazbear Entertainment would have abandoned it anyway, like they did when it did get destroyed. We don't know what happens after Fazbear Entertainment abandons the Mega Pizzaplex, but regardless, its destruction and abandonment is where I believe the Fazbear Renaissance ends. From literally not being a corporate entity anymore, to constructing a 3+ floor facility full of games and attractions, this was the Fazbear Renaissance. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to let me know what you think of this video in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.